We are builders. We are crafters. We are fighters. We are Bear Hill Shire.
Greeting your Red Chain Submissions.
Hello, I'm John, and today I'm going to show you the Armachd checklist and how to fill it out. So if we look at the checklist itself, what we see is essentially a list of values that Bear Hill Shire has, and here's how you fill it out. It's actually very simple, and essentially each one of these is questions with a yes or no answer. So for example, a historical accurate end product, which we'll be using this as an example of, it's not exactly historical because if you can't tell, there's a bunch of perforated steel right in front of my face, which they didn't do. So that remains as a no. Did you take a historically accurate process to build the thing? So for example with this, did I use an actual forge? And only that, and hammers, and chisels, and no angle grinders or anything like that? Well, I didn't, so no. A physical demonstration. Now this is me, for example, taking this helmet out into the field and fighting in it. Have I done that? You bet. So that goes to yes. And was the demonstration successful? Did this object do what you wanted it to do before you did the demonstration? So for example, I wanted this, at the bare minimum, to keep my head all in one piece. And well, it did that. So yeah, we'll say so. Now, a research presentation. Or paper or whatever. Pretty self-explanatory. Did you make some kind of presentation, some kind of paper, a video, something about this in a research way? Did you give all of the original information that you had, all of your primary sources, and you compiled that all into the same thing? We'll say that I have, for now, for example, and so we'll say yes. Is it an original concept? Is this the first time that Bear Hill Shire has seen something like this? It is. Did you record the process in a video? Yes, I did. I made part of this several years ago, and I just recorded part of the making the newer parts. So, yes. Now this last one, second to last really, is it a self-completed form? Well, right now we're having all of the Armachd people fill out their own form. If you want the credit, you have to put in the work. It's as simple as. And yes, I did, because credit where credit is due. And this final one, the counselor discretion, that is if it catches the attention of the counselor in some particular way, however that may happen, and they think, well, you know, everything else about the helmet is historical except for the perforated steel. The mechanism is the same one used on some Maximilian Sallets, and otherwise it looks about the same, with a little bit of leeway. So, for the purposes of the demonstration, we'll say yes. That, in this case, we'll just tick that box, but in other circumstances, for example, if the counselor is impressed with something about the helmet in particular or the project, then they will just put in whatever value. So we'll just say putting in 6. As you can see, that brings up the value there, the total. We'll title it. And then, if you have any comments, feel free to write them in the comments box here. There's still a few kinks to work out. And so, after you've finished that one box, then the next box down here is for whatever project comes next. If you filled out the first 3 here, then simply all you need to do is copy this up until that black line there, go to the next one down, and paste it again for however many you need.
This has been a production of Bear Hill Films.